Welcome to episode 3 of Flipping Sports Cars until I can buy my dream car, a C8 Corvette. This is a 2011 MX-5 Miata that I picked up in the first episode for $3,200. Last episode, I cleaned the car. In this episode, I'm hoping to sell it. So, will we be able to make a profit? Let's find out. I have the Miata listed on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and now it's on Craigslist. And I really haven't seen a lot of action. So I have one idea to hopefully make it sell faster. So it's been a couple weeks and the car's been listed. I've gotten a couple offers. They're low balls. None of them were really serious. So I made these flyers that I can put around my neighborhood. I think they look pretty good. They have some bright colors. I got the KBB value right here. And then it's crossed out showing the value that I'm selling it at. So hopefully this works. Also, my sister goes to college, so I'm gonna have her print some and put them around her campus, or if she has any like bulletin boards where people are like advertising stuff, because I mean, it's kind of good car for a college student, cheap, won't be crazy expensive to maintain, pretty good gas mileage, and it's fun to drive around. So hopefully with this going around my neighborhood and my sister's college campus, it will be able to sell. While I'm waiting for the Miata to sell, I got this package from Topdon, and it's actually a really nice OBD2 reader. So I'm unboxing it right now, and I'm going to test it out and see if it works. In the case, we get the OBD2 cable and a USB-C cable to charge the device, and then finally the OBD2 reader itself. It has a really nice build, seems really high quality, so if you drop it or damage it in a way, it looks like it'll still last. As soon as I booted it on, it actually needed an update, which is a good sign, which probably means they're always updating this thing, and once it was on, it was ready for use. Alright, so let's see if this top-down OBD2 reader is any good, and hopefully the Miata doesn't have any codes. So I plugged the OBD2 reader into my car, and I didn't get any codes, thankfully. I'm pretty sure I used it right. I've never used one of these before, so I had to learn how to use it. But they have a couple features that I really don't know what they do, but Topdon wanted to share it with me to you guys, so here they are. So they wanted me to tell you that it has a ABS, SRS, engine, transmission, diagnostics for 60 car brand, 8 reset services, free lifetime upgrade, and 4-in-1 data stream. So honestly, I really don't know what that means. I will use this obviously when I go buy a car, but thank you Topdon for sending this out. While we're waiting for the Miata to sell, I want to take this time by going through all the numbers that I currently have for the Miata, how much I bought it for, how much I spent cleaning it, and how much I'm hoping to sell it for. And then if I sell it for what I'm hoping to sell it for, how much profit I'll make, and then all of that stuff. So for this entire series, I want to be super transparent with how much I make on every single car to the exact penny, because I want to be transparent for you guys and so that I can track my own numbers so I know how much I'm making. So we originally bought the car back in January for $3,200. It was originally listed at $3,500 and we negotiated down to $3,200. So in total, that's how much we spent on the car. Now I will be honest, I didn't have the entire $3,200 at that moment, so I borrowed $880 from my dad, and he charged me 22 cents of interest a day, and I just paid him back today. So in total, I paid him like $8 in interest. So now I completely own the car. I don't owe anybody any money. So we are now at $3,200 deep into the car. So we spent $54.13 on the soft top cleaner and repair kit, a $74.35 order from Amazon with cleaning supplies. I bought a pressure washer for $63.94. I did have a gift card, so that brought the price down. Originally it was at like 90 bucks, but the gift card brought it down to $63. The glass repair kit was $13.72. Touch-up paint was $15.07. The registration fee was $49.52. Insurance is about 150 bucks a month. It currently has not been an entire month, but I'm just assuming. Right now I have $100 on my sheet, so it's probably gonna be more than that, but right now it's sitting at $100. And then I bought a new antenna for $20.57 because the one that was on the car was broken. So that brings our total repair cost plus registration and $100 for insurance up to $391.30, bringing the total cost of the entire car to $3,591.30. The Kelley Blue Book value of the car is $5,200, and if I were to sell it at that, I would have made $1,608 and something in profit. Now I know it's not going to sell for that. Currently it is listed at $4,500. So if I sold it for that, I would get a $908 profit if I sold it at $4,500, which I still think will not sell at $4,500. If I sold it for $4,000, I'd get about a $400 profit. Now to me, $400 sounds like a great deal, but I know in the long term, it's not gonna be worth my time, and I won't be able to keep up that pace to be able to buy my dream car. So eventually I'm gonna have to start bringing in more money per car, but for the first car, I think $400, as long as I break even, I think it's a success. Andy, you're so funny. breaking even, that might not be possible. I bought the car January 14th, and as I'm recording this, it is February 24th. So I've owned the car for a month and 10 days. I live in Arizona, and it gets hot in the summer. Right now, outside, it's like 81 degrees, and it's still February. So March and April, things really start to heat up. Convertibles really don't sell when it's hot outside. So I'm really worried if I can't get this car to sell, it's gonna be stuck in the summer at a low price, losing me money. I'm really hoping to turn that around before it gets too hot, but I did have a really promising message on cars.com, but it turns out it was too good to be true. I listed my car on cars.com about an hour before this guy messaged me, and his first message seemed normal. He said, "I'd like to know if the used 2011 MX-5 Miata Sport you have listed on cars.com for $4,300 is still available." And that's just the stock message that cars.com gives you, like Facebook Marketplace. And so I said, "Yes, it is available. Your car's condition looks nice. How long have you owned it?" I said, "A little over a month now." "Okay, so can we meet tomorrow at 4 p.m.? And then I read, "I'm up in Flagstaff for the weekend, but my dad should be there. Let me ask him. Would you be able to meet with him at 5 p.m.? "Yeah, sure." And they said, "Okay, perfect. Andy, before we meet, can you provide me with the AT documents of your car?" This sketched me out. First of all, I don't know what AT documents are. I've never heard of that. And saying, "Andy, comma, before we meet, can you provide me the AT documents of your car?" seems super sketchy. I looked up what AT documents are, and I don't really know what I saw. Just a bunch of random stuff online. So I just assumed it was something about the registration or something about proving that I owned it. I said, "I'm currently not home, but it's registered and all that. The emissions are good for another year, and there's no loan or lease. If you have any other questions I can help you with, let me know." The one I'm asking for, you can get here easily from this website. It's a sketchy website that just copies Carfax. And so I asked them, "Would you like a Carfax report?" And they said, "Andy, it works, but I had a really bad experience about Carfax last time. That's why I asked you to provide me an AT report. Kindly send it to me." Now, after this, I obviously knew it was a scam. I've never heard of anyone having a bad experience with Carfax. Carfax is known and used by a lot of people in the car space. And so then I said, "If you'd like me to send the Carfax report, I'm not willing to use a non-trusted car report." And then they said, "Andy, I used this site before, and trust me, it's more informative and accurate than Carfax." At this point, I really knew it was a scammer. So I just wanted to have some fun with it. "No, thank you." And they go, "But why? What happened?" "I am potential buyer with full asking price offer." I said, "Right, I'm okay, thank you." And then I said, "No real buyer would say I'm a potential buyer with full asking price. Get better with your scams. I have reported and now blocked you." I reported them, but I didn't block them. I really wanted to have some fun. "Wait, are you a real customer? I'm sorry if I offended you." "Yes, I am still interested, and there's nothing to be offended about. However, I didn't like that you called me a scammer, but I'm also ready to meet you tomorrow. First, just send me the AT report." And then I said, "Still going on the AT report, huh? Just use my Carfax. It's the same thing." And they say, "No, AT is more detailed, accurate, and informative than any other report." "No, Carfax is better, sir. It's the most trusted way. Kindly send me the report. Otherwise, thank you." And then, look at that. This user's account has been deactivated and is no longer accessible for messaging. I had a little bit of fun, didn't get scammed, and got his account taken down. Really bummed that it wasn't a real buyer, but it made a pretty funny story for you guys.
Several days later.
The Andy Tips Discord server is officially live. Go click the link in the description to join.